Hello, and welcome to this live stream, which is very much impromptu. Oh, yes, more impromptu than normal because I didn't plan it, of course. Well, why would I plan it? Why would I be down here at work suddenly at this time of night? And the answer is I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. I do know. And I shall tell you in a moment. But first of all, it's time for a cup of tea. And I'd like to give a very, very warm welcome to the two people that are watching here right now. Thank you for joining me. Just moving some batteries out of the way in case I find myself with the urge to go back to playing some strange chords. Yeah, well, I might do. I had to pop down for work for something, and it's already getting late, and I'm feeling a bit ill, honestly. Like really strange. I don't do getting ill, and I certainly don't do admitting that I feel ill. If I get a bit ill, I'll just carry on going and ignore it. But today I had the kind of illness going on that I don't want to talk about, and that's why I'm so confused as to why I'm talking about it right now. But I've got a really bad, strange headache, and even the paracetamol aren't helping. So, could doing a live stream take my mind off of it? I thought. Could it make me focus my attention elsewhere so that I don't feel like I've got a headache any longer? And the answer to that is going to be yes. Hopefully. It just isn't working yet. I see there are 16 people here now. That could be 16 people I know, or 16 people I don't know. But it appears that Skik's here. Skik, wonderful Skik, good old reliable deck. Not deck. I'm doing it again. Yeah, honest deck. Sorry about that. Hi Mustard, honest deck here, and he's actually wrote that on there as well. Oh gosh, my glasses are steamed up, so this is going to be a bit more awkward than normal. Honest Deck is here. Thank you for joining me. You are most welcome. It's good to see a friendly face. Very good indeed. So I'm going to have a quick read through these. Now then, says Tracy Tripemonger. Good. Now then. Let's have some now thens, eh? Let's do a great big now then. Shout out to Allegro Man. Jesus, that's hurting even more with those glasses on. Pingu Concord. Oh, hang on. Steve Perry says, evening Captain, what's occurring? No, that's not Steve Perry, that is actually Pingu. Evening Mustard, have you opened a bottle of beer? Oh, have just opened a bottle of beer. Nice one, Steve. I'd say I'm jealous, but for the moment, a cup of tea will do for me just fine. A cup of tea and then another cup of tea, I reckon. Good evening, Captain. What's occurring, says Pingu Concord. And what is occurring is me down in the lockup, where you can see there isn't a car, because I just felt like coming down here. Well, I didn't just feel like coming down here. I had to come and collect something. But I'm not in a rush to get back. I thought, why don't I do a live stream here rather than doing it in the kitchen? Because it might feel a bit late by the time I get back to do it. Oh, right. When was the last time you had a blood pressure check? Asks Skik. It was about a year ago and it was fine. But before that, about a year back, it was going a little bit high at times, and I had to monitor it somewhat. It could be related to that, yes, of course. But the thing is, I rarely get any kind of headaches. I get the occasional migraine, and they just interrupt your vision somewhat. It's like having a malfunction in your brain, isn't it, in a migraine? They're rather curious things. So yeah, the responsible thing for me to do would be to go and have my blood pressure checked. But I felt a bit ill in a different way as well today anyway. Cars and Stuff is here and says, hello Mustard, I just made my morning coffee and watching. Oh, welcome Cars and Stuff. If you're having your morning coffee, that means that you are in a very different part of the world to what I am, because here it is 9 in the evening, or 20 past 9. So I don't know if you've told me where you're from before, but please do tell me again, because I do. And now my friend Simone had this great idea about having a wall map for new visitors, where I could just put pins in the wall map of the world map, so that I know where people come from. I know how far a reach my live streams actually have, and I just haven't got the map yet. But it's a good idea. General Cheeseburger says, start polishing mustard. Well, no, not today. I could bring the car back in. Nigel's outside at the moment. Poor Nigel, he wasn't expecting that. But I just didn't really get time to put him back inside when I'd finished doing what I was doing earlier on. Tracy's cheap tripemonger is very nice words regards your self, good captain, from James at JM on Cars on his latest MG update. Now, I have heard about this, and that's fantastic. Thank you very much for telling me. I haven't seen it yet, though. You see, people think I just don't watch other people's videos. I don't even watch them when it's relevant to me, as Boaty knows. But I would quite like to see it. But James, yeah, well, James JM on Cars is a fabulous bloke. I'm very, very glad to be his friend, because we've had quite a few occasions together, and he's helped me out an awful lot, and then thanks me for it, which is amazing, really. I'm looking forward to having a look at that anyway. So Dan Peters, hello Captain Mustard, have you had a good weekend? I've had a jolly good walk today. I took the girls out for a walk. We went exploring the town of Littleborough, and it was wonderful, and they really enjoyed it, and so did I. And then I found myself thinking I could do with a nice little sit down, but I didn't have one. Neil Gibbons is here. Hello, Mustard. You've been kicked out of the house or something? No, definitely not that. Definitely not that. Connor Gaming. Where are you from, sir? I am from England. I'm in England in a northern town called Rochdale, and I'm currently in the lockup, known by many of my friends as the Yard of Dreams. And what a strange name that is for the place, because it's a tip, but that's where I am. Thank you for asking. Australia used to be called, oh right, I'll say, right, I can't remember what your name used to be. Yeah, VH Commodore. Yes, of course, I do remember you. Neil, he was rogering a princess. Wow. Where did that come from? Steve Perry met James from JM on Cars at Rustival. Oh, he was there. Gosh, you know, there were so many people that I would have liked to have met up with again. I'd have benefited greatly from going to that, and it's just a pity I didn't get around to it. A really nice chap. He appreciated my Vitesse, and we got talking about the ZS. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you very much, Steve. That's very nice of you. Free Rochdale, says Pingu Concord. Yeah. Well, it's important we put that on our list of... that's... The trouble is I'm speaking too loudly for my own face. Mustard. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Let's turn that down a bit. Mustard on a Saturday. Yeah, I know. It's unusual, isn't it, really? It's a bit of an unusual one. Thank you, Stephen S. Paul. Thank you for joining me. Dino Dad, morning all, what's happening? Just about to head off out to a classic car show with Doris, the 100 Quattro. Nothing's occurring, nothing's really happening. It's just lonely old me down in the lockup with my cup of tea and my keyboard and my fish. That's about it. I hope you have a good day there, because well, you're going to, aren't you? Really, you're going to. It's nice there. It's warm and it's dry. Whereas, of course, here it is raining. Pingy, you have to pay for Rochdale, says General Cheeseburger. She's ULEZ is under review. Yes, it is. It's very much under review because, quite simply, it is completely unnecessary. There's no problem in this area with air, with dirty air. It's just not relevant here. When you get into Manchester city centre, maybe, but this is nowhere near it, and it's just ridiculous and a great big money-making scam that Andy Burnham, the swine, was trying to just stiff us all for a whole load of money just for trying to make a living when he's got pots of cash himself. And you may know that he's got his investment there. He's got a good reason. Well, he's very, very much feathering his own nest by trying to bring in a clean air zone and around the Greater Manchester area. Yeah, unfortunately, he's a good example of how politicians become crooks. Oh, didn't he had a Quattro? That's hilarious. Oh, that's a hallmark of true friendship, helping each other at all if possible. Yes, exactly. But the thing is, when I first met James, we weren't helping each other. I just met him and he just helped me out straight away. That's the difference. Didn't know you had a Quattro, Ross, says Cheeseburger. I'm from Indonesia, says Connor Gaming. What things do you know about Indonesia, sir? I've got to be honest, not a lot, really. Not a lot. I mean, which part of Indonesia are you from? That would be my first question. And what I do know about it is it's near the equator and it's very warm, and it's probably a much happier place to be than England. Rosanna is here. Hello, my name is Rosanna. Another new and regular viewer. How fabulous. Now, my friend Boaty was talking about doing live streams on the vertical and how it doesn't really fit his community thing. And I know exactly what he means. But for me, it's helped me pick up some new people. And Rosanna is one of them who keeps coming back and being friendly and just, well, I mean, basically, you're well appreciated, so thank you. And I'm here again, she says, and you are. ULEZ in Rochdale, that's a thought. But it's a bad thought, Cheeseburger, and it's a bad thought that will hopefully go away and never come back. Yeah. Traces afterburn mustard in the perfect is the perfect condiment and compliment to every day. What a wonderful thing to say. Thank you. Rosanna asks, what are you doing? Well, quite simply, I'm just in my workspace. This here is my lockup. It's big enough to fit a car in, and it's almost big enough to do some work. But there's no car in here at the moment. As you can see, there is just space. Not being particularly well used. There is a bumper on the floor down there. Speaking of JM on cars, James Martin, that's the bumper from the car that he gave to me, the ZS 180. Tomorrow, the excitement will happen tomorrow for a different channel altogether. But the car in question is going to be getting something fixed on it. By the way, for those wanting another Project Nigel video tonight, they will be coming out a bit late, but I'm thinking of just posting three quite short ones all in one go for those who like my videos. Okay. Oh, Pauls. the burpee stuff's coming up quite nicely. Dan Peters. Yep, I agree. The ULEZ is a total con on the motorist, and I live not far from London. Luckily, just out of the ULEZ zone. And only just, and that's probably just going to be for the moment. It will happen. They'll just find a way of having every single part of the ULEZ, the UK, a ultra low emissions zone. I mean, it makes it sound like I don't take any of this seriously, but what happens to the air? You know, it gets fumes in, and the wind blows it somewhere else anyway, so it's completely irrelevant, I'm afraid. Howdy, Roseanne. Hi. Cheeseburger says, mustard on a political soapbox. It's not the kind of thing I do very often, is it, really? I try not to do. I try just to be calm and gentle about things and understanding, but sometimes things piss me off. Bad Books is here. Good evening. Hello, Bad Books. Cars with JC. Now, Joe, because you are here, and welcome, because you are here, my next cup of tea is going to come out of this little box, which I shall try my first ever Cornish cup of tea. And I decided I was going to wait for you to turn up, so if you're here, you can witness me drink this stuff. I was going to put it in a video today, but there's never really the correct and opportune moment to do it. So there we go. Isn't that exciting? Pingu says, I took the Codfather for his first drive today after replacing the head gasket. And all good, and no more leaky coolant. Yes, that is good to know. Well done, Pingu Concord, for looking after that car. Well done to anybody. Well done to anyone that takes on an old motor and decides that they should carry on living. That is much better for our environment than all this bollocks with electric cars and bloody clean air zones. The trouble is, with old cars, governments can't make money off them, can they? They can't make money, they can't sting you for more cash, so they don't want you having them, and I think that's really what it is. General Cheeseburger, hi, BB and Joe. Dinosaur Dad, wearing my Wotk t-shirt, Hooked on Classics. The TC on it today. Well, that'll help, Simone. Lynn Bridge says, man. All right, cool. Mostly Evan Afton. You are exactly like my dad. Wow. Now that could be a good thing you're saying, or not so good thing. And currently I don't know which one it is. It might be quite reassuring in some ways that there are people else around that are like me. So I'm going to say thank you just in case you meant it in a nice way. So you're at work instead of cooking. Yes, I am. I mean, I do cook pretty much every day, but this is my channel for doing more live stream stuff on, and I just really love live streaming. It's like a kick. It's, you know, you start doing it, you get into it, and you don't want to stop doing it. That's what I've found. And that's why there are people like you, Roseanne, that have come and stayed, because you obviously like somebody who's showing a bit of enthusiasm for just talking to people, and I appreciate that. Hey guys, I'm going to sleep. Oh, right, okay. Well, now's good night then. Connor Gaming, thank you, sir. Free Palestine, bless you. Pingu Concord, free Fred the Shed too. Fred the Shed has been freed, hasn't he? Fred the Shed. Oh yes, it's time for me to start work on that car soon. The only thing is, though, we'll get into conversations about stuff in the yard. I don't really want to do that just at the moment. I'll save that for when I'm bored and everyone's buggered off. Neil Gibbons, I didn't realise Palestine had ULEZ. Cars with JC. It's a lovely teammate. You'll enjoy it, and I am very much looking forward to it, Joe. Neil Palestine has ultra low building zone at the moment. All-nighter, asks Black Lines. Definitely not. No, I don't want to do an all-nighter. Hang on. Depends on what that question mark was for. Are you asking if this is an all-nighter, or are you suggesting that I should do an all-nighter? Because if you are suggesting, there will come a point, surely, where I'll think, I'm just going to carry on doing a live stream until I fall asleep or until my voice stops working. Look out for that, because it's going to happen at some point, isn't it? Who could stand it, though? I mean, really. Good old Boaty did one like that, didn't he? He had an all-nighter. But I mean, he wasn't there for most of it. He just left the live stream open so that you people could actually chat to each other. Well, that's a bit of a lazy way of doing it. If I was going to do it, I'd have to be present. I'd have to be here, carrying on, finding stuff to talk about out of nothing. Oh. I haven't quite forgot about this headache yet. I'm in a good mood, got my new fuel tank sender unit and fuel pump for Harry Seacombe. And the seal fittings, all is good. All new stock as well. Excellent. Isman Hussein, pre-Palestine. We was just saying that, actually. We was just saying exactly that. Neil, that could keep you busy. It's been keeping him busy, I think, quite a bit so far. Hasn't it? Oh, old cars. Old cars are lovely for keeping you busy, aren't they? But busy and happy as well. Now, when I had my old Triumph Dolomite and it broke down once, rather than being angry, I just pushed it out of the way. It wasn't very heavy. Honestly, the feeling you have when you have a classic car and it breaks down is not one of anger. And that's a really good thing, because it's, yeah, you're probably going to think it's going to happen a lot more. But in fact, it doesn't really. A classic car can actually, be just as reliable as a new one. And in many ways, more, and certainly more predictable. But like I said, if you don't get annoyed by it, then that's one part of stress that you're not suffering with, and that can only be a good thing, can't it, chaps? Everyone, Wonderful Horseshoe is here, and that again is another rather wonderful name. Wonderful Horseshoe, thank you for joining. 104 watching, 120 now. Cheeseburger, why are you at the yard? Domestic suggests Black Lines. No, it's funny how people will always think that, isn't it? But I had to come down to get something. I come down to get something, and there's no rush for me to get back. The missus is just watching TV anyway, which is why if I do a live stream at home, she's just watching stuff on TV. I'm in the kitchen. It's easy. I can just carry on going for as long as I like, because there are so many things that she wants to watch and keep up with that at no point she's going to say, I'm fed up with you being out there. Do you want to come in? Because she won't. She's happy for me to stay in the kitchen. Like any good man should be, happy in the kitchen, where you deserve to be. Yes. Neil Gibbons is saying, it would be great to get the fuel gauge to tell me exactly how much fuel is in the thing. Yeah, I mean, it's really rather confusing when your fuel tank reads as half, and you know that it could run out at any moment. It's confusing and distracting as well. Steve Perry. Yeah, oh, hang on. Yes, it's depressing how things are going with the clean air zones. Took my Vitesse to Bristol last year, into the city centre. Just got away with it. 2 days after, would have had to pay £8. £8 to drive your own car. We were already paying a fortune on road tax, insurance, and of course the other one. Oh, fuel, which is mostly tax anyway. Tax. Oh, let's tax everything. It's fantastic. You'll be happy for it. No. Neil Gibbons. My sister took her streetwise into Birmingham and forgot to pay the fine. A week later, got a £60 fine. is close to being evil, as far as I see it. They don't want you to pay the congestion charge or whatever it is, the clean air zone charge. They'll give you a fancy name to make it sound like it's not just robbing you blind, but in actual fact, they're happy for you to not pay, because then they can fine you. And then they can have even more money off of you. And let's face it, right? So you go into a clean air zone, you forget to pay, rather than saying, oh, look, you know, I know it's inconvenient, but you're supposed to pay to come into this area. Could you just pay? No, they fine you instead. So they fine you for something that is a con in the first place. And that really just shows up exactly what it's all about. It's just getting money out of you. So they don't want you to. They want you to forget so they can fine you. If it was all a nice thing, they would just say, look, you know, you forgot to pay this. Hurry up and pay it. And then you'd hurry up and pay it, wouldn't you? If you had like that opportunity to pay it before you had a fine, for example. Probably not going to be good for this, is it? Talking about clean air zones and stuff like that. Neil Gibbons saying, oh no, we've read that one. Wish I could go back to the 70s and 80s. Much better times, in my opinion. It's the exciting moment of having my first ever Cornish cup of tea. The only trouble is when somebody says to you, oh, you know, this is the best cup of tea ever, or this is the best one of these, then your anticipation levels rise to a degree where you may be heading for a disappointment. Because if this tea is not significantly better than the stuff from Lidl, I'm going to be thinking, oh, what's all that about? Or am I just not capable of being able to tell the difference between something that's really good and something that isn't really good? There's no way this could turn out good for that. Palestine or Israel? I don't know. It's like heads or tails, isn't it? Let's try it. Oh, I've got a pound coin there, and it's an old one as well, so it doesn't really matter if I lose it. I've got a £2 coin there. Heads Palestine, tails Israel. Heads Palestine. Palestine! Yes! We've finally decided by the flip of a coin with the Queen's head on. Poor old Queenie. I wish we could have her back, but we can't. But anyway, so because I have now decided that with that £2 coin, we don't need to keep asking it. That's what I reckon. General Cheeseburger, you will always find mustard in the kitchen at parties. You would, and you will as well. I love being in the kitchen. The kitchen is the most sociable part of the house. And if I was at home now, that's where I would be, even if I didn't need to be. I'd be in there with the fishes, you know, having a talk to myself, having a look on. If there's nobody there, you know, you can still be in the kitchen, can't you? John Scott is here, and it looks like he's smiling. Pay to play, says Black Lines. Hey up, Mustard. Late one tonight. It is a bit, isn't it? It's quite late, actually, but that's fine with me. I like a late one. Neil Gibbons. Most of the areas that the ULIS is applicable have airports around them, and the planes dump the pollution in the air. So what's worse, my old smoky? That was worse than my smoky diesel. Exactly, yeah, exactly. And like I said, it doesn't stay there. Although I have noticed when you are near an airport, you can smell the aviation fuel, and the planes are not that close to you. Just make sure I don't lose any comments here. EB5 at Junction 2 has reduced speed limit for improved air quality. I'm just waiting for them to put the speed cameras on. I'm surprised they haven't already done that. Cheesy still do 70 through them, Sodom. Ivor Howard. Oh, hang on. Ivor Howard. Do you like the Fiat Punto Evo? I didn't know there was a Fiat Punto Evo, but I'm sure I do. I like most cars, really. I like most cars, and even the ones that I don't like, I like because I don't like them. And I have a soft spot for things I don't like. So, you know, give me a car to drive, you can't lose. You can't lose. If I do a video review of a car I don't like, the video's even better because of it. So, it's got to be the same kind of thing with whether I like the car or not, hasn't it? Makes sense. There's my new cup of tea, my new Cornish cup of tea, which I shall try out in just a second. But hang on, did I read that one? Arowillow. Are you from Yorkshire? I'm not from Yorkshire, no. No, Yorkshire is quite close by. In fact, Yorkshire is actually only about 4 miles away from here. And I do like Yorkshire. Neil, I did 70 through it today. It's dangerously slow at 60. Jimmy Quinn. Hello, Paul. Are you working late? I'm doing my usual kind of work, which is not really working at all. Just turned up at the yard. Thought I'll do a live stream from here, from this channel. I want to keep doing the live streams from this channel because it keeps on bringing new people in. And it was just a change of scene. I did have an idea, actually. Something I want to do would be a live stream from the M62. Now, Birch Services, which is the closest services from here, like all services, have a limit of 2 hours where you can stay before they start wanting to fine you. And I thought I could do a 2-hour live stream in the MGF with the top down, sat in the car park. That sounds great. But it's raining, so I'm not going to do it today. And also, as well, what can happen here in this area, although it's not very far north, yeah, a very clear day, sometimes it is possible to see the northern lights from Blackstone Edge. I've never seen it, but I really would like to do. And I've seen many pictures that people have posted. We're in England, not even at the top of England, or Scotland, or the Shetland Isles, or Iceland, and the northern lights can sometimes be seen. And I think that is quite amazing. And that would be a really good way of doing a live stream, going up Blackstone Edge and waiting for that opportunity to see them. And then that experience could be shared with the viewers as well. Okay. Doesn't taste really any different from the other tea. Maybe I didn't leave the bag in for long enough. Is it one of those teas that you're supposed to stew for a while? There's a chap called Gareth, a really big chap called Gareth Williams. He was in my live stream the other day. Now, here's the thing about bringing tea bags down for me every time he comes. And he brought these, I can't remember what they're called now. I can't remember what they're called. But you can find them in Morrison's and they're quite expensive. And I could tell the difference with them. So I think it might just be exactly that. I'm sorry. I've spoilt my own cup of tea by being so excited to drink it that I didn't even leave the tea bag in for long enough. But it's still a cup of tea and I'm going to enjoy it. Robert Joe. Have you been cleaning the lockup? It looks tidy. It doesn't. It just looks a bit kind of empty because there's no car in it. I would show you around it, but I'd be embarrassed, to be honest. I keep trying to clean it up and then it just gets messed up again. You can't lower the speed limit that much for air quality. Load of balls. Yeah, exactly. In fact, it could have the opposite effect because if the speed is lower, then you could have people slowing down quite a bit more and having to stop and jamming the brakes on and stuff like that. Brake lights mean that people slow down. You get this cascade effect where suddenly someone stopped. Where you have cars that have stopped and idling, and that's the worst thing, isn't it? Still painting, Neil. Right. Oh, I'm a Fiat 500 kind of girl, says. Right, sorry. Arawello. A Fiat 500 kind of girl. Okay, well, that's nice. I like that. No, cheesy. Ivor Howard, I've got a 2011 Fiat Punto Evo 1.2. My life. I guess you like it then. Cars with JC. Cornish Cuppa. Steve Perry says, my 3.5 litre V8 bellows out a lot more fumes, but wouldn't get a fine as older cars in the clean air zone. Are limited mileage. Yeah, limited mileage. So, hello, everybody say hello to each other. Yeah. You can't see the northern lights. It's smog. You need ULEZ, says Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, you know nothing. I haven't seen them, but we don't have smog any longer, do we? What was it that caused smog originally in London? I know we have a lot more cars on the roads now, but wasn't that quite possibly 60s London the worst air quality that we've ever had? Could be. So, I mean, they've got some of it right by having motorways. The motorways sorted that out because that meant that people could move out of each other's way more quickly. On factories as well. Yeah, we don't really have factories. We don't have an industry, do we, that could possibly churn out any smoke. So, no, I mean, we've just let other countries do that instead. Jeffrey Holmes is here and he says, hi. Hello, Jeffrey Holmes. How are you? What are you doing? Jeffrey Holmes is definitely the kind of name of a British man. So are you? Hello, JC. How's the green strip? Is it likely to be any different to now to what it was before? I don't think he's had his windscreen replaced just yet, has he? He did. That was a jolly quick one. There's me worrying about rattling on too much and missing all the comments. And I've gone caught up with them. So what am I going to do now? Have a cup of tea, talk about the cup of tea, talk about cricket, talk about coming to the end of the live stream early, talk about my headache. Is it still there? Would anybody like to know? Well, I can tell you it is. General Cheeseburger says it's dark, satanic mills, the north that generates smog. They're nice mills though, aren't they? I miss seeing mills everywhere. Mills and Boone. It's not the same kind of mills, is it? It's going on the 25th, Jimmy, and I can't wait. Yeah. Right. I'm going to tell you something actually, Joe. My car, my Nigel, has a green strip on the screen. Maybe it's a standard thing. There are any screens that got replaced, just replaced with those. Because didn't you say that the green strip was just on the 200, the R3? Maybe they're the screens that they've got left over everywhere. Rotbox retracted a message and then did another one. Are you staying the night there? Oh gosh, now that would be uncomfortable. Now picture this. Where would I sleep? Well, there's a big floor and there are a variety of seats. I could use bits of old carpet as blankets, and I would just hope that it didn't get too cold and the mice didn't get to me, or the slugs. The slugs are even worse. Nigel equals fucking legend. Yes. Oh yes indeed. I've been starting to put some bits of trim back in that. I'm not going to get the headlining done in time for Bride of Longbridge. And you know what? I don't really care. It's just a headliner, isn't it? I'll happily drive it with my metal roof clattering away, making my voice reverberate in a rather unusual and non-sexual manner. And I will find it just as much fun, won't I? I have got an idea, though, for the headlining that is a bit different, rather than just having a conventional headlining. And maybe, just maybe, I'll get around to doing that. And maybe it'll work. Or maybe it won't. And I don't know which one, but I won't actually find out unless I do it. So I'm going to have to just do it and tell you if it worked. If it did, then you'll see it. Cheeseburger. Sleep in the caravan. No thanks. Slugs for breakfast. Yeah, obviously the caravan is around the corner, and that's exactly what that's for, but I've just no urge to sleep in the caravan. But I do think it would be good to do it one time, but I would need these particular things. The urge to do it and some heat. No, I'm okay with that heat. Okay with that heat. A blanket and a pillow. Blanket and a pillow, and if I can lie down properly, fair enough. But if you're going to spend the night in the caravan, I probably want some beer as well. So then it would be fun. That's what happens now. You go from something you really don't want to do into something that suddenly becomes fun. And all with just having beer. Beer fixes everything. Yeah, it does. When you look at it that way, you can do anything you like and enjoy it, provided beer is involved. Just probably not a good idea if you're driving a coach. Then it wouldn't really work, would it? But sleeping in a caravan, yeah, for sure. I just don't really want to do it at the moment. And the other thing is as well, of course, the caravan's around the back. There's no lights at all. So when you need to pop out for a wee or something like that, you could end up doing an injury. And you could end up doing that quite easily because, of course, the area around the caravan is muddy and full of leaves and then full of car parts everywhere, which you could trip on, smash your shins to bits, fall on your face, get something sticking in your eye, fall on your bottom, hurt your elbow, wish you'd stayed at home in the first place. And then, after all that, drop your beer on the floor, meaning you can't even console yourself. That would be a disaster, and I don't really fancy it. So let's get some lighting and some flags down, or some way of walking from and around the caravan that stops it from being a whole load of muddy, horrible, grotty, nightmarish shite. Then might be good. Oh yeah, beer. Not enough beer. Plenty of beer. I reckon somebody's going to agree with that. Let's see. I can't read that, I'm afraid. Opiakin. Beer is the medicine of the working classes. Yes, isn't it? It's like a medicine. I mean, if you use it medicinally, then it is exactly medicine, isn't it? Obama law. Bed girl's kitty, or is that kitey? And I don't know what that says there. I thought it said hero at first, but looks like Yarrow. Solar Smasher says hi. Hello, Solar Smasher. And Zana Murray is here as well. Hello, another new regular. Mustard. Yes, that's me. Garage? Yeah. Yeah, it's my lockup. My lockup where all the wonderful things happen except for cooking. Bagger. Have a great day. Opi. I can't read that because it's in a foreign language that I don't understand. So I'm sorry. I can't read it. You might need planning permission to sleep in the caravan. Sleeping in the caravan be like living off the grid. Yeah, exactly. I think there'd be something fantastic about doing it for sure. But it is that one thing where I can just imagine just not getting comfortable and then wishing I wasn't there. Plus, I have to be really tired. I'd sleep in the caravan. It's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. It's not like it's a bad caravan particularly. It's just a bit on the small side. I'm just about to have a beer, says Cheeseburger. Well, I mean, that's fantastic. I wouldn't mind a beer, but obviously I can't have a beer here. No, unless I sleep here, and I'm not going to do that because that would be weird. Right. They make great videos of, wouldn't they, of course? Nights out in the caravan. Anything where you're missing some of your usual creature comforts makes people want to watch it. So that is enough for me to think about it a bit more seriously. If I can make a video out of it, then why not? But I need to get another phone as well, so I can do a live stream and a video at the same time. What's the weather like? Asks Zana Mari, and the weather is like dark, and it was wet. Is it still raining? Let's have a look. No, it's not. Well, it stopped raining, so that's a good thing at least. Steve Perry, you could do yourself a hot water bottle and keep warm in the caravan. And yes, beer, definitely. Beer seems to be the one thing, like the gasket between the happy and the unhappy, the comfortable and the uncomfortable. It provides a solution to many a problem that doesn't even exist, and that's all it would take. Honestly, if I had beer, I would sleep in the caravan. I would do it as a challenge. Like a man with hair like me is the kind of person that would somebody say, "Oh, why don't you do a charity thing and get your hair shaved?" No, I don't want to do that. How about I sleep in a caravan for charity instead, and you can provide me with some beer, and then I'll do it. What do you reckon to that, eh? Solar Smasher. YouTube, play. Lots of play buttons. Excellent. The house I'm renting a room out, I've just got an entire back fence blown down by powerful winds where I live. That's why I'm about the weather. That'd be even better, come to think of it. It's a pleasant cup of tea, that, actually. Night in the caravan. Well, we'll sort of talk about this. It's quite a good idea to plan this now. Mimo, Uchler. Mimo, hi. Hello, Mimo. A night in the caravan. I'm going to start thinking about this seriously. Yeah, it doesn't have to be with Boaty. I'll just do it by myself. So, first thing, it's scary because it's a yard that's in pitch black, and creepy, weird people could turn up at any moment and make my life uncomfortable. That's one thing to consider. There's the cold as well. That's easy enough to be dealt with by just having things to wrap. There's a strange noise going on. Easy enough to deal with just by having plenty of blankets. There's the boredom aspect of it. I don't really do boredom. I've always got something I can be doing. But I wouldn't really want to be doing something like editing a video. I prefer to do that at home. I would like to make a video in the caravan. All right, pal, no barbers round your way, says Del Boy. No, there is some actually. I just don't know where they are. The next problem would be the missus. What would she think? Would she say, no, I don't really want you doing that? So I'd have to promise her that the video that I make out of it would be so good it could potentially transform my YouTube into somewhere fantastic where it's going to be worthwhile me having a night out, where I'm not just getting pissed with my mates, I'm just doing it by myself instead. And that would be good, right? Yeah. I wish I could send money, says Soul Smasher. Well, you can if you want to do. That's why I put my email address in the description of this video so you can PayPal me. I'm going to mention that again. PayPal. Yeah, PayPal. What's the point in not asking? If you want to donate, you definitely can do. That's why my email is there. Cars and stuff. Mate of mine slept in a bush after drinking lots of beer. Well, lots of beefing going on. If you sleep in a bush, you've definitely drunk a lot of beer or are exceedingly tired. Tired to the degree that you've never been tired before. I can never really understand that with people. I've met many people that could just fall asleep, sat in a chair, stood up, driving a bus or what have you. I have to be comfortable for it to work. Zana Murray. Oh, thank you, Del Boy. I'm glad you like that. What would you do without a loo? A loo in a toilet? Are we talking about caravans with one already installed? Well, yes, it does have a toilet, but it doesn't matter even if it didn't, because outside the caravan there is the toilet here. The lockup, the yard has its very own toilet. Yes, the luxury of a toilet outside is all mine for me to use in whatever way I want to use, in whatever way, whenever I want to do. And it's there for me. And I would definitely use it. So there, that's one thing. So what else is there that would be a problem? Can I think of anything? Not yet, but I'm sure will quite soon. Okay, says Solar Smasher. All right. Steve Perry, you definitely need to make that happen now. Mustard has a night in the caravan. It will smell of takeaways. What about cooking in the caravan instead? What if I could do like a combination of a live stream for this channel while I cook in the caravan, whilst making an adventure video for Project Nigel? That would be perfect. It'd be easy just to have a caravan takeaway. I can't do it tonight though. I need some sort of preparation time, don't I? I think I do anyway. No personalities being given away around you as the oh, let's not pick on people. Okay, right. Anyone that wants to come into the live stream and have a pop, actually you're welcome to do it, because I'll probably just pop back and say something that's more amusing. Hey, so I don't really mind. So don't worry, Neil, about that. Zana Murray, I didn't know you were talking about the parks. I didn't know what you were talking about. Parked in a particular location. Ah, right. No. The caravan is pretty much static now. And it's an embarrassment as well. That's Boaty's idea. Let's remember that. Anyone who knows Boaty, let's remember that it's his idea that we had a caravan that we was going to use for adventures. Two strange, eccentric old blokes going around the country doing things that really aren't necessary in a knackered old caravan. But instead, it's got flat tyres and it's parked right down in the corner, where at least it's out of the way. Now, how do you read that name? That's what I want to know. Let's find out. Aliona Kostenko. Yesterday was my birthday, and happy birthday to you, Aliona. Is that right? Aliona? Yeah. Happy birthday to you from yesterday. Do you have hooked up water to the caravan? Get it right, I'll donate $20, says James Donlan. Get it right. Gosh, well, that's brilliant of you. I would like that. No, but there is water here. There's a tap in the other lockup, and there's a tap next to the toilet as well. Can we say fear? Fear? Can you say fear? Yes. Suaduke. Is that Sudook? Or Suaduke? Well, the Free Palestine thing has already been decided. We have already come to the conclusion, haven't we? Now we know what the answer is. And it happened because of a £2 coin. Oh, the Dinosaur Dad's back, or Dino Dad, as you are now known. Yeah, Boaty, the ideas man. That's what we should just call him. That's a nice one, actually. I like that. It's going to be referred to as the ideas man in future. Yeah. The trouble is, yeah, of course, it's not my yard. It's me that pays for it, and so it's just the caravan means the space of a very big car taken up with something that doesn't really get used. Well, we did use it on Monday to have lunch in, but it was about a month before that. Before that, when it was last used. Happy birthday yesterday, yes. Anonym, which is a bit like anonymous, and you can't be anonymous and then say Free Palestine, because that really does make it completely pointless, doesn't it? There's nobody wants to free Palestine, is exactly what you're saying there. So if you do think that, then you're kind of going against your own cause. Or maybe you don't think you should free Palestine, and by calling yourself some sort of anonymous means that you actually, it's like a trick. It's very clever. Well done. Very good. So anonym actually doesn't want to free Palestine, and that's why you're using that name. Smart. Big V. Answer this question. It has 4 legs, table but not a chair. What is it? It has 4 legs, table but not chair. What is it? A dog? One Goda. Or is that Goda? One Goda or Goda? I think that's Goda. One Goda. One Goda. What? What indeed? Exactly. I'm asking you the same question. What? What about it? It's table. Anonym is more Ashmaid. Who's this? Right, okay, there's some new people turning up. Let's say hello to them. And welcome to the live stream, etc. Nima Al-Amri. Can you say Nima? Can you say hi, Nima? Hi, Nima! Yes. Lord Umar, Zalamiri, you don't want Palestine to be free. See, this is the thing, isn't it? It's confusing, isn't it? Do you like mustard? Asks. Oh, I guess it's a question. Call me Justin129. Yes, I do like mustard. And my desire to have mustard on things is exactly where the name came from. Yeah. It's lucky that, isn't it? Lucky that I happen to like mustard. David Bulger, where are you, bud? The answer is Rochdale. Call on by. Say free Palestine. Palestine. Lord Umar, I asked the question, I assume you read. Okay. Limimi, or Limim, or is it Limimi or Limim? Why does every live stream end up having the same comments about Palestine? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, it's a bit spammy, really, isn't it? Because if it's all you've got to say, then you're just trying to get a message across, and that's all there is to it. And so that's why I ignore it, really. But we just have to tolerate it. We want live stream being open up to people to join in. Then obviously you're going to get every kind of person going. Lord Umar, you seem to have an agenda, and I'm not your puppet. Says Zana Murray. Neil Gibbons, I hear the police are after you because you're so gorgeous. They want to put you under arrest. That's absolutely true. But I'm very good at sneaking by and just evading them. I'm evading capture. It's actually annoying, says Limim. I know it's annoying, but let's not be annoyed by it. There are plenty of things that you could get annoyed by, but you can choose not to get annoyed by it, and then you don't get annoyed. Simple as that. What can I do about it? What can I do? Unless I was to employ some people, some moderators into this live stream to just whip them out as soon as they pop in. But it's not going to happen just yet. Right. Okay, now that's more like it. Nai Ali, you are handsome. Thank you very much. If that's, you might be talking to somebody else though. Rubin Music Girl, where are you from? I am from Rochdale. Limbo Knife and Tool. Oh, that's an interesting. No, Lindbow knife and tool. I saw the police report. Never in my years. I don't know what you mean by that, but that's interesting enough. Are you working on cars in that garage? Asks David Bulger. Not today, I'm not. Pixie Davis. Hi, I'm new. Hello, Pixie Davis. Right, Lord Uma. I'm not sure why making this Zana Mary's issue, but let's not, because it shouldn't be an issue for anyone really, should it? Ah, Mustard's gorgeous locks of hair. Skick for moderator. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, except he's gone again, hasn't he? Ruba Music Girl. Now, I don't know whether you're asking that ironically or whether you're another one that's actually just cheesy for moderator. Let's have a laugh. Oh, it's hurting my eyes, that. I'm going to stand here. Maybe I'll do that thing again. Well, I will attempt to read out comments reasonably correctly, but from this distance, which is about 3 foot, which is about the limit of which the usual eyeball can manage when it comes to text of that size. But it's not going to hurt my face whilst doing it. Steve Berry says, you look like you've had enough room in there for a car. Have you considered it? Yeah, I have actually. Let's say, I tell you what, any mention of Palestine, especially as I've already done the flip of a coin to decide, I'm not even going to read it out. Ross, I would ban you first and Mustard second. Would you like to be moderator? Would like to be moderator? Right, hang on, Skick, are you saying that you would like to be the moderator in this particular live stream? It's a responsibility, because let's consider the task at hand. You can't just ban people. No, they've got to have gone over the line. Turning up and asking a daft question, not too bad. You'll notice you've got to let people ask a question. You've got to let them ask a daft question. You've got to let them ask a slightly weird question. You've got to let them have a pop at the host. Because if you don't, I don't get a chance to respond. And I wouldn't like that very much at all. So, if you want to be a moderator, you've got to be a moderator who is very, very careful and only moderates people that are definitely crossing the line and are basically pissing everybody else off. If we can do that, then yeah. I reckon Honest Deck would be a good moderator, says Neil. Yeah, we all like Derek, don't we? And I'll tell you why, Skick. I'll tell you why I like you. I like you because you challenge. You challenge people. You don't arse about beating around the bush. You just say what you think. And I always appreciate that. The fact that I disagree with you an awful lot about things isn't really the point. I like that you just say what you think, even when it's wrong. Even when you know it's wrong. And even when I've told you it's wrong, you still say it. And so basically means you're a man with conviction. We need more like that. Gaming channel. Hey, gaming channel. Loving the new style beard, says Steve Perry. Makes you look younger and slightly like a 70s porn star. Yes, that is the look I'm going for. I mean, if you wanted to be a porn star, I'm not sure the 70s would be my period, really. I'd probably like the period that we're in right now. Stephen Mather. Hi from the Isle of Wight, England. Hello, and welcome. Gaming channel says, what do you do for a living? The answer is make YouTube and fart around with cars and sometimes sell them. See, I just need to sell a lot more of them, that's the thing. Skick, what if Tommy Dapper turned up? Asks Dino Dad. I don't know who Tommy Dapper is. 2 + 2 = 5, says Zini. Sometimes it does. Yeah, it does. So saying free Palestine is wrong, asks Lord Umar. No, it's not wrong, but why would anybody need to keep saying it? I would call it, if you go into live stream just so you can say free Palestine, then that's spam. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's Palestine or whether it's cat food. You want people to buy more cat food. If you just go on a live stream just so you can say it, it's spam. Simple as that. It looks like Ron Jeremy. Me. Skick. Fake profiles, nuisance, constant comments, and all the idiots would be challenged. Neil says, no, Lord Emery is saying that it's not the platform to be throwing out there all the time. Skick, I'm so banned then. Crystal Dragons says hello. Hello, Crystal Dragons. And Zini says, well said. Crystal Dragons, I just subscribed. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Do you know what? This is the exciting thing about this, because once this channel will easily get to the amount of subscribers needed for a partnership. The only thing is the viewing time is down, which is a bit of a pity. But what else can I do besides get the subscribers and then make videos on here as well? Mustard is based, and I love it. Ah, right, I see. Right, okay, I see what you mean. Thank you very much, Lee Meme. Good evening. What's going on, says Dick Dastardly. No, it asks what's going on. Dick Dastardly, my friend, thank you very much for turning up. I've just popped down to work to collect something and thought, why don't I do a live stream whilst I'm at it? And you know what? I'm not even going to stop now because I don't want to. I'm going to finish this cup of tea and then just have another one. Thank you, Crystal. Yep, go on then, Honest Deck for mod. Vote for Honest Deck gaming channel. I'm happy to be here. That's exactly what I want. I want people to turn up and just enjoy the chat and the community of people who don't even know each other being together. Grace Baldwin, hi. Hello, Grace Baldwin. Free Honest Deck. Gemma also says hi, hello. Based means that you say what you like, and these days you don't get it very often. That's true enough. That is true, yeah. Do you have any pets? Asks Crystal. And I do, but it's just fish. Gaming channel. I've just subscribed to your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. I do. You can see it's making me smile, so I must appreciate it. Dick Dastardly. A cup of tea. A cup of tea cooking live stream. I could have some cake. I've got some cake in the fridge and some sweets. Skick. Dino Dad. Not in the ballpark to debate with me. Or with other of his profile. In short, he's a gob. I'm just going to say gobshite because that's what you mean. Can I join your live? Asks Crystal Dragon. Well, you are. You're here, aren't you? No, I can't read that one without looking at the glasses. Nurobi Wali Yusufi. Hi. Hello. Lord Gibbons. Oh, right. Okay. Lord Gibbons. No, Lord Uma. Neil Gibbons. Yeah, I can agree that. Just don't protest about it 24/7 everywhere. But I don't agree that you're saying that it isn't the platform. It's not that it isn't the platform. It's as I've just said. I think if that's all you do on that particular platform, then it becomes spam, doesn't it? Some cakey cake from the other evening. No, it's all gone. It all got eaten up, which is a disappointment because it was a nice cake. And I happily blow my own trumpet there and say, I made a nice cake. And I did. And that's why it's all gone. And I've been asked to make some more. If you don't want the caravan anymore, you can sell it. It's your choice, not Boaty's, says Pingu. I don't mind the caravan, Pingu. I don't mind having the caravan. It's just, I feel like we need to do something a bit more with it, that's all. How was your cake? Can we see the inside of it? There's a picture on the channel, on the community page of the cake cut in half. That's the only picture there is. The rest of it has just been consumed. Gracie Baldwin, I am back. What did we miss? Oh, not a lot, really. Oh, no more cake. Will there be more cake again at some of the points? Gracie's 2014. Hello. Gemma, hi, I subscribe. Thank you very much, Gemma. I'm just going to go and tip away this bit of cold cup of tea, and then I'm going to make another one. Might as well make another cup of tea. This time I'm going to use the same tea bags that Joe rather kindly bought for me, because he is a very, very generous chap indeed. But I won't rush it. I'm going to leave the tea bag in there for a bit longer and see whether it makes it even nicer. Come on, tea bags, out you come. Just one will do. Thought there was somebody walking in then. That'd have been weird, wouldn't it? What would you think of a live stream where suddenly somebody turned up? I've had that happen once. About 6 months back, I was doing a live stream from here on the other channel, and a chap I know turned up, and he started walking, and I just said, oh, it's not a good time, I'm doing a live stream. And rather than just going, oh, right, yeah, fair enough, he started talking to me. And I had to say, I've got to go. But I could have said, oh, come in. Come in. Did I put enough water in there? Yes, I did. Ooh. Hey, guess what? I think my headache's gone. I've got rid of it by just ignoring it. Isn't that brilliant? Sweet, I'll check it out later, says Zana Murray. Okay, good, says Gracie Baldwin. Good. Hey, it's Jamal. Can we pray? Well, you can if you want to. Yep, you are most welcome to, but I won't be joining you. Steve Perry. Be real, so many fake people around these days. You pussyfoot around people's feelings, but since I've turned 40, it's like a switch. I've no filter now. I just say it as it is. Yeah, I think I know what you mean, Steve. I just realised the Emily Bishop's finger's gone, hasn't it? Ow. Yeah. It could be an age thing. You just get to an age where you think, I'm fed up of pretending that I'm happy about this. I'm just going to say what I really think. Or it could be that the older you get, the more there is a difference between yourself and younger people. Or it could just be, older people anyway. I don't know. Yeah, it probably is the first thing. As you get older, you just think, what harm can it do to actually just say what you think? All this time of growing up, you've been told, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that just leaves you not talking to anybody, doesn't it? And we don't really need that. That's cack. That's the same as like rubbish. Sometimes you've just got to say what you think. And I think we should all do it a bit more often. Message retracted. Courtney Wilby. Please say my name, says Courtney Wilby. And I will do, Courtney Wilby. If you ask me to say your name, I will do, Courtney Wilby. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Please press the like button. Hooked on Classics is here. Hello, Simone. I'm gonna do the impression of you, if you don't mind. Hi, it's Simone. I do like doing that. I don't know why. Hey, Mustard, it's Steve. Oh, hi. I thought it's Steve. Hi, Steve. Yes. Hello, Simone. Are you in Palestine? We don't need to make fun of it if it's not coming back at us. TRW, where you live? Where? That sounds almost threatening. That does actually. You live where? I am in the northern town of Rochdale, TRW. If you don't know it, I shall tell you a bit more about it. Rover Joe, I agreed. I despise my generation. Everybody gets offended too easily. Yeah, well, it's the. It does seem to be the generation of the entitled, where everybody wants what they want now, and if they don't have it now, they're going to complain, aren't they? Yes. Now, my generation, of course, we didn't have what we wanted. We basically grew up playing on the streets. We came in when it was nighttime, and we ate what we was given, and we basically survived by having a bit of common sense. Mamma Mia, hi, I'm new. Hello, Mamma Mia. Welcome to the live stream. Jimmy Quinn, and Hooked on Classics. People just saying hello to you. Because if you're new to this live stream, there were lots of people on the live stream that all know each other and regularly go on live streams and talk to each other as well as their host. So that's that explains that there, doesn't it? No, let's read that one there. Ali Nithya, you are so old. Gosh, yeah. I'm really old. I mean, I'm too old. I mean, I'm really, you shouldn't have to tolerate this. A man as old as me should not be taking up your time. I apologize profusely. And I should slap myself around the face for being so old. It's just disgraceful. Nobody should have to tolerate this. Oh. If there's anything I can do to make amends for me being this old, I will do it. Just say what it is, and I'll do my best. Hooked on Classics. Rover Joe. Hello, young man. And then Ellie's Regina. Ellie's Regina says something in, what is that? Spanish. Giga Chad. Is that Giga Chad? Giga Chad. I'm on your roof. Well, I did wonder what the noise was, but you must be very small because this roof is made of metal. And when there are birdies knocking about on it, I can hear them clattering around with their little spiky feet, pecking away, looking for something to eat. They're annoying little bastards, they are. So you must be really deft. Unless you're a cat. I mean, you could be a cat on the roof. You could probably get away with not being heard doing that. Oh, there's another new one. Hello. And this is Such Tico. Hi from Germany. We have 11:36 p.m. What time is it your place? Well, that'll be 2 hours before that. No, not 2, 1. Wow. Gosh, is it really that time? Or is it? Yes, it is, isn't it? Cool. Blimey. Well, I'm going to have this cup of tea and then I'm going to have to think about going, aren't I? I don't believe it. And I'm having such a good time here as well. TRW has retracted the message. Hey, Simone, wearing your t-shirt today. Yeah. Oh, gosh, I've got a runny nose. It's quite cold in here, actually. Mustard, that's a cool looking kitchen, I must say. It is, isn't it? So, King Jace, how old are you? Well, I'm as old as you need me to be. Why do you need to know how old I am? Can you think? I like questions. Live streams work well when people ask questions, but they work better when they ask interesting and unexpected questions. I can just answer that question straight away. And what you're going to do? Say, all right, great. Will that be the deciding factor, my age, whether you stay or go? So I'm going to say, my age is 42. You can tell me now whether that's true or false. Mamma Mia, I've just subscribed. Hooray! Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Glasses back on because I can't read that there. Pear Duck. That's a good one. I like that name. I like that one very good. Oh my God, I remember watching you. You Stampy Longhead. I watched your Minecraft episode. I don't think you did actually. I've never ever played Minecraft. But there's no reason why I can't look a bit like somebody that does play Minecraft. And the person that you're thinking of is that. It's somebody that to you looks like me, but it isn't actually me. I'm not a fan at all of computer games. And I'll say something that might come across as being a bit rude, but I think they're a waste of time. I really do. Especially if you take them really seriously, which some people do. Tippity tip, in the milk it goes. Or the milk bit to the fridge. Okay, this one another subscriber by the looks of it. Ali Nithia, I subscribed. Thank you very much. Pear Ducks, why did you quit making Minecraft? Because I didn't do it in the first place, Pear Duck. It's a pity because I like your name. That Pear Duck is a good 8 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. Anti-Labcon. Now that's a man cave. Bravo. Oh. Well, it's kind of it's a junk cave really. It's just a lockup where I keep all sorts of car parts and tools and stuff like that. It's not as exciting as you'd expect. There's no entertainment here besides my 5 fish. General cheeseburgers, Simone. We could have washed Cortina wing in that kitchen. Oh yeah. I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry that I called you that. What did you call me? Are you the one that said I was old? No, I don't think you are, yeah. It doesn't matter anyway. King Jace. I like your stream. Just please don't be mad at me. I'm not mad at you. Why would I be mad at you? There's no reason to be mad at anyone. Not today anyway. Gaming channel's back, and of course I didn't really know you're gone, but welcome back. Maya, where in the UK are you from? Well, I'm currently in Rochdale, but I'm not from Rochdale. If you are old, Paul, I must be dead, says Jimmy Quinn. Gosh, that's admitting that you're older than me, isn't it? Birds are government drones. Oh, that one. That's a brilliant story, that one. It was a conspiracy theory made up by some college students in America to see whether they could get away with fooling people into thinking that birds weren't actually real birds, but they were like robots, and they charged themselves up on telephone wires, and that's really it. I hope you're joking. King Jace, dude, why don't you answer my questions? Okay, how old are you? If you do. Well, I did answer the question, and that wasn't that even long ago. Still want to come, Still want to come at me, cuz, says GigaChat. What means it? Come fight me, says GigaChat. All right, okay. Navy Air Kid. Name an airplane for an edit. What is an edit? What do you mean an edit? I've not seen that one for a while. Mayor, it's 10:40 where he is. Right, thank you. PM, exactly. IDK, Man United or Man City, that's football, and I don't care two hoots about football. There's your answer. Are you cooking? Just got here. No, Gavin Orr. No, this is the first time on this channel I've not been in the kitchen. I love your stream. Just please don't be mad at me if you would like. I'm not mad at you, King Jace. I'm not. Hang on, that's the same question again. I love your stream. Thank you. IDK. Another case of not getting your answer quickly enough. We see too much of this. I mean, that you ask the same question over and over, that and if it's not answered straight away, you just keep on asking it. It's just, your impatience is not good for you. 42. Of course, that's the answer of the ultimate age, says Dick Dastardly. Mustard biscuits with tea or coffee. Yeah. John Studley is here. Hey, Mustard mate, hope you're okay. I am. I'm absolutely fine, and I hope you're doing okay as well. Fun fact: the meaning of spam comes from the Monty Python sketch in which the canned pork product spam is ubiquitous, unavoidable, and repetitive. That is a fun fact indeed. And the boys, is that like a notification? Right, good old people are saying hello to each other again. Oh, right, Rover Joe, yeah. Have you had any flat earthers in, Mustard? I don't know. I would love to have some. I think I really would. Well, actually, what I really want to do is go onto a flat earthers live stream and ask some serious questions. I mean, the questions, there's so many questions, aren't there? And if somebody who was really, really serious about a flat earth could honestly answer them, I'd love that. Because I really want to know how it is they could possibly think it. It's 22:44 now. It's bright. Yours it is light, says Rupert's here. Have you seen the views that Joe gets on his channel? I think it's down to the ASMR. Which Cars with JC. I take it you like Cars with JC then. Lunatic number 5 is here. Brilliant. Another one of my favourite channel names. To the people calling Mustard old, you'll be old one day, so don't be so disrespectful. Oh, 13 years old. Do you know what? I don't feel old anyway. And in actual fact, I'm not old. I was old 10 years ago. Now I'm young again. I'm never going to do that thing where you actually give your name and say 50 years young rather than 50 years old, because that's just a bit incorrect, isn't it? Do you have any times where you almost died? And if you do, tell it. Arthos 1. No, I don't think I have actually. Cinnamon roll. Can you be Muslim? No, I can't be. Football is less exciting than wallpaper paste. I agree. Max the Gamer. Deep nuts. An alarming number of bees. That's a cool name as well. I like that. That's a good 8 out of 10. What are you building in there? Nothing. It's just a place to work and store shit. Derek DeHonk. A great hooter. Oh, a giant hooter. Moto Bruvs. Show us your motorcycle. I've got a motorcycle. I know what this is going on here. You think of the hair, the beard. Must be a Hell's Angel. No, definitely not. Never even ridden one. Mima de CA. Is that CA California? Blues R. GTJ High. The earth is flat, be told. Mustard, have you been past the Antarctic ice wall? Alphos 1. What's the hardest multiplication you can do? I don't know. Rochdale Liberation Front. Free Rochdale from the tyranny of multiplication. Thank you very much. How's Rodney? Asks Pingu. Well, Rodney's fine, and I've done a little video of Rodney, which I shall post afterwards. It is a little one. It's only about 9 minutes long. plus 2 other videos shall probably post this evening when I go back. And I'm going to go back quite soon because actually the only trouble is it is getting a bit nippy in here. Yes, I do. Lots of potential at the moment. We'll give him a 7 out of 10. Oh, that's interesting. I like the way you don't give him full marks. What part of the UK? Rochdale. Rochdale is divided on multiplication. Tiny Taylor King. Can you rate my profile picture out of 10? Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Can you see my comments? I'm just curious. Yes, that's the first one I've seen, though. Alphos 1. I can't see your picture. I can't see it. All I can see is a tiny little circle that big, and I don't even know what's on it. Right, Tiny Taylor King. I think you must be another one that sadly has come along. If you don't get answered straight away, you assume you're being ignored. You're not, honestly. Lulu, hi. Tarin Gemel, what colour do you like? I like all colours, but green's my favourite colour. Green's a lovely colour, isn't it? Green is the colour of nature and the colour of go, and the colour of bad sick. I quite like my car to be green. I think it is. One of them is anyway. It's a dog. Oh, is it? Right. It's supposed to be like graffiti, black and white. Okay, well, I'm sure it's very nice, but I can't actually see it. Pickle VR. What is that? I don't know. How is Fred Mustard? Fred is exactly the same as it was before. It's just another thing that's right at the bottom of the list to coming along and doing some more work on. What country are you from? Asks Claire Buckley. I am in England. What country are you in? Can I get a shout out? Says Tarin Gemil. Gemil. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Shout out to you. Can you give me a shout out? Says Lulu. Yes, I can. Shout out to Lulu. Random ale. I just blew up my local depot. Instrumental conductor. Listen, I'm from Russia. Can you tell me a few words in Russian? No. What sign are you? Sign of the times? I don't know. What was the funniest video you have found? Probably one of my own. JXD. Can y'all check out my music? Yay. Can I get a shout out? Simone of Hooked on Classics. Welcome to the live stream. Claire Buckley from Ireland. Lemon Dog. Hi. There's a YouTube bloke in Cornwall with a British Racing Green Rover 225 GTI. I think it looks fantastic in that colour. Perhaps the MGF would be the same in green. Well, I'm thinking, currently, the colour I would like would be green. No, not like that. It's a kind of a solid, a non-metallic green that they used to have on the original Mini. Damn, how are you going to establish cultural ties between two peoples then? Well, not like that, I suppose. Trump gravy, says Clarence Durr. Do you have a dog? Asks Lulu. No, I haven't got a dog, but I wish I did. Good, I like to make you laugh, Simone. Claire Buckley asks what my name is, and my name is Mustard. Yes, Captain Mustard. Trump gravy again. Is that a reference? No, that's this diarrhea, isn't it? Is what you mean. What's your thoughts on experience with campfire cooking? Asks Zana Mary. I've not actually done it. myself, but again, I'd like to. It'd be nice to have a little stove and actually do some. You normally campfire cooking. You don't actually do proper cooking. You just warm things up, don't you? Which isn't the same. Tea. Dick Dastardly. I had a 1275 mini in Applejack green. I think that's the colour. Yeah, right. I'm going to find out afterwards whether that is the colour, because that's the colour I think would suit the MGF. It's not a standard colour for it at all, but it'd be an easy one to get. It'd be easy to match, and I just like it. I woke up thinking about that this morning. What are you drinking? It's tea. Where is Barry's shit peas? I don't know. Now you understand I'm Russian about your age. And I have a lot of interesting ideas. Lots of pictures of the future. Well, how can I tell you about them? Well, I don't know. I mean, you could actually just tell me, I suppose, if you really wanted to do. Make tea for us. Make tea, pray for us, says Claire Buckley. Oh, Captain Mustard, my captain. Let's make this entirely clear. I am an atheist. I'm a devout atheist. I'm not actually devout atheist, because that means that if I'm an atheist and you cannot change my mind, if anybody was to give me something that made me change my mind, I wouldn't be an atheist, would I? So in actual fact, you could say I'm an atheist because of being so agnostic. I'm going to use that again, actually. Yeah. Let's sing the Barry Shit Peas song. You go ahead and sing it all. I'll tell you what, if I sing it, do you want to join in with me? Yeah? They call him Barry Shit Peas because he shits peas. They call him Barry Shit Peas because he shits peas. He shits peas in the morning and in the afternoon too. And then in the morning, he has another green poo. I think my comments got blacklisted. I haven't seen them. My name in school is Mustard Man, says Claire Buckley. Is it? Well, whatever you want, my business was your purpose. I wanted to talk about the era of global total robotization. Might not, it's a bit too casual really for that though, isn't it? Really, that's the thing. Where are you? Asks Lily. I'm in Rochdale. Are you taking song requests? I best not, actually. I was talking about mogging. Right, listen. I'm sorry to just drop this, but I'm going to have to go really because it's already well, it's quite late, and like I said, fingers are getting cold. I need to go home, finish editing the bits of video that I've done, and post them quite late. And I'm right looking forward to that because obviously I have videos for the other channel that I really do want to be out and being viewed and having more subscribers come to me, especially as well, it looks like today I've got quite a few new subscribers from JM and Cars, and I want to make the most of it. I want to give them something new to watch. Claire Buckley's name is Ben. Great live, thanks Mustard. Thank you very much. That weird Therion, I just joined. How I am. Great, thank you very much. I'm sorry that I am going. Son of Jack, Rochdale 141 in Eastleigh at Eastleigh today. I know you're desperate to know. First time I got to hear the Barry Shit Peas song. Oh, it's available. It's available on all sorts of videos with Boaty. I go to a car meet on the 30th and a steam station. Then, well, I hope you enjoy it, Simone. I tell you what, it's such a shame to be ending a live stream whilst there's still 71 people watching. But at an hour and 39 minutes, I just feel like I should do. So I'm going to thank you most sincerely for being here tonight. At 75 now. It's going to go. I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if I thought, right, I tell you what, let's just hang on for 2 more minutes and see whether that number just goes up instead of down. Oh gosh, right, who's that? Ah, smack the like button, says Simone. Yes, thank you. And Pippi Linda Forch says, I love you. Brilliant, thank you. Fantastic live, thank you. It's understandable, Mustard. Thank you for a good time. Thank you again. Take care. Silly individual. Gooning like a madman. Yes. That's something I like to do quite a lot of. Right, okay. Oh, hang on, there's another one there. Hello, just joined. You look like... you look great for 75, says Coco. Thank you very much. And that's... the number's gone up again. It's bonkers, isn't it? Oh, yeah, thank you. That's 20 likes. 20 likes. Not too bad, actually. So it's a quarter. Quarter of my audience likes what I'm doing. I was scrolling because I need to go to bed. Came back and found you again. Gooning, mogging, mewing, looks, smaxing, edging, and gooning. Right, okay, look, I am going to go. Again, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you, some of you, you never know, maybe even tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks a lot.